Good morning one and all. In this video we will learn what is an web config file, how to add application setting in web config file, and how to retrieve the value which has been added into this application setting. Another thing we will learn that suppose we want to deal with multiple web config file, then how to add this another web.config file and how to use that newly added web.config file. So in this video we will learn 2 points. One, it is about application setting, how to add some keys and the values and how to use these values. And second thing is that we will learn how to create another web.config file. Now I created this project web config demo web application project, another project for this practical. Now here you can see once we create this application, by default one web.config file will be get created. So for every application there will be a single web.config file, and suppose you want to add it later, then you can add with the help of add new items. Now what is the use of web.config file? Suppose you want to do the configuration setting for your application, for your subfolders, then we can write down this configuration into this config file, web config file, and then this configuration will be applied to all these pages are available at that level. Now you can see this web.config demo will be having this one web.config file. So this setting will be applicable to all the folders and all the files which are present over here. But suppose we have created a subfolder which is having another web.config file, so that will be a child one. So this child subfolder or the child that web config file will be used for these pages. Now what I have done here, I created a folder, subfolder, and in that added another web.config file, and here also I created one web form, and the values which has been added in this web.config file will be retrieved in this web form 1.aspx. Now we will go one by one. First of all we will see the root level web config file, that is this one by default get created, and we will retrieve the value into this file web config underscore application setting.aspx. Now look at this web.config file. What is the type of this web.config file? It is a XML. You can see here this is a XML file. Now these are some settings, configuration settings, and in configuration this is the root element, and in that there are the different child elements. Then we have learned about the system.web containing the compilation, whether you want to compile debugging it is a true or false. By default it is a true one. And which platform framework we are using, .NET Framework 4.7.2. So this compilation and assembly information, it is present within this compilation tag. Then in this practical we are going to focus on application setting. In application setting we can add some key points and we can assign some values to the key point. Now what we have to do, just after the system web completion of this tag, write down app setting, and in that you have to add the key. So write down add key college name and value is equal to GP Kolhapur. So when you are trying to retrieve the GP Kolhapur value, just you have to call this name, then your value will be get retrieved at the application level. Another key is that add key department value information technology, so that will be get retrieved. Now here where we are retrieving this value, now this is a runtime and system code, so this is a by default setting. Once your web.config file will get created for your community version 2019. Now let's go to your ASPX file. So this is your ASPX page. Here I have taken two labels, label 1 as in a college name and label 2 as in a department name. So what I have to do, here go to the properties. Here you will find out text it is of the college name for the label 1, and for the second you can see here, go to the properties, text is department name. Now let's go to its coding part. See here, now label 1.text during the page load, what will happen? Label 1.text plus equal to, so it will be concatenated with the new string, configuration manager dot app settings and then college name. Okay, so the value associated with this college name key will be get retrieved, and that will be assigned to this label 1.text. Label 2.text plus equal configuration manager dot app settings department. So department, you know, this is one of the key used in app settings. So that key having the value as an information technology, that will be retrieved for the configuration manager in that configuration with the help of this configuration manager. Suppose you haven't added one package namespace, that is system.configuration, it will not work. So what you have to do, write down here using system.configuration namespace, then this configuration manager will be get activated and you can use this class. Otherwise this class will not be shown when you write a code. Let's run this program. Webconfig application setting.aspx view in browser. See here, so web application setting demo, college name GP Kolhapur and department name information technology has been retrieved. So in this way you can use a value which has been set into the web.config file applicable to all the applications. So once time you have to write it down and you can use it for every ASPX page. Now we will learn about how to add a second config file, web.config file. Just go here, say add, then new item, and in that you will find out web configuration file, this one. Okay, so web configuration file, here web1.config will be get added. So we have to create a subfolder for that to access the value from this web1.config. And suppose I say add, okay, so see, when another web configuration file get added, then it will be having this set of information, XML configuration, system.web, and this one configuration. Now where it has been added, so see here, this one web1.config, but we have to use it into the another folder. So what we can do over here, just like this one, so look here, subfolder web.config, and create another folder, subfolder 1, let's say, add new folder, here subfolder 1. Okay, now in this subfolder 1, just we can add this web1.config file. Move to this location. Now web1.config, it will not be recognized by your ASPX page. So change it, rename it to by default name as a web config. Then it will be get access for your application. Now I will show you the existing another. Now how many web config files are here? 3. This one, it is at the root level. Okay, so by default one, once your application get created. Another one I created with this for this subfolder, and just we have created another folder, subfolder 1 and web.config. So you can say this web.config, it is a parent one and these two are the child one. So by default, if we create any web application web page over here, that can access the root directory content, root configuration content. And suppose you have overridden with some content in this web.config file, then it will be accessed from its a child config file. So first of all, it will look for the child its own config file which is present in the current folder. If it is not available, then it will look for the parent one. So it will work like just like your inheritance concept. Now right now we will focus on this subfolder and see its web.config file. So what I did over here, this again app setting I added, this code I added. Okay, so add key, name, value, IIT Delhi. Another one, add key, college name. I tried to use the same keys in the child web.config file, and let's see what happened. Now this code first of all commented, and this is the same one, add key, college name, value, IIT Madras. Now you know that college name, same key we have used for the root web.config file, and their name, college name is a GP Kolhapur, and here in a child web.config file its name is a IIT Madras. Now let's go to this webform1.aspx design part. Okay, here let's go to source. Here you can see here the application setting, app setting. There are two labels, label 1 and label 2. There are two ways. One, that in the coding C# coding you can write down by using configuration manager, you can access a value, and another one you have to write down text and then percentile, dollar, app settings, and then colon and key value, and end with the same percentile and the tag and write it into the double quote. For the same label 2, here you can see percentile, dollar, app setting, college name, and then let's see what happened. Let's run this program, view in browser. See, here you can see it is showing IIT Delhi and IIT Madras. Now let's go to the coding part, web.config. Here you can see it is having IIT Delhi and IIT Madras. Now I will delete this code and just keep this comment code. So here in this web config file, means for this one child web config file, you can see there is only one key, add key, value, name, and for name value is IIT Delhi. And for second case, you can see it has been commented, so it will not work, that will not be get passed. How to comment it? Explanation mark and then 2/ and here again end with the 2/ and end of this tag. So in this way you can comment it, this code, so it will not be get passed. And right now it is having only name and IIT Delhi. Now in this coding we can see over here in source part. Okay, so in source part, for the label 1, run at server, text is equal to app setting name. Now this name is available in this child web.config file, so it can be get access. But let's see the second one. Here app settings, college name. Now whether it is present in this child one, no, it is not present. College name is not available over as a key, so it will look for the root web.config file, so this one. Now this root one, it is containing this college name, then it will retrieve the value from the root web config file. Now let's run this one, child one. See here, what is an output? IIT Delhi. IIT Delhi, which is present in this child web config file, and GP Kolhapur, it is present where for the label 2 has been used. This key, it is accessed from the root web config file. So it depends, first of all it will look for its own web config file which is present in the current directory. If it is available and not having that key value, then it will look for the parent one, parent web.config file. So in this video we have learned about how to set, how to add the keys with the help of application setting, how to retrieve it with the help of this code, configuration manager, and we have to add system.configuration, as well as we have learned how to add the multiple web.config file. Listen, the name should be web.config. It is when it is get added, then it will be web1.config, like that we have to change it. So